Alrighty, gang. Now we're here. We're gonna go over one of my best days. Funny enough, it was the month before I joined the Promised Land. So we're gonna set this timer to about 9 minutes, 9:20 a.m. Click go so that it resets the thing here. Click on trade so we can see our active trader. Now this was June 8th. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a day where I was actually doing Turo, so I was taking one of my cars to the airport, and I got into a trade while I was on the phone with my friend, and I'm going to show you how that trade went, and I'm going to show you my thought process behind getting in on this trade. So it was about 5 minutes before the market, so we set that to 5 minutes before the market, heading to the airport, which is about 7 minutes from my house, so I was going to get in to the airport about 2 minutes after the market starts relatively. So go ahead and click go. Just gonna reload this screen here. So what I was looking at is I saw the 200 EMA down here. Now, of course I went back and I'm like, boom, it's bouncing. So I'm like, these wicks are almost touching the 200 EMA. I said one of a couple things can happen. If the high of the day at the time was 415 and the low is all the way down here at 413, so I was like, if it bounces down to like 413, 412 or whatever, I'm gonna get in on a trade, a call. So then I go over here to the 4 hour and I'm looking for confirmation. As you can see, I've got all my previous zones on here. Ignore those. So I'm going over and I'm looking for confirmation. I'm seeing it. Here's the 200 EMA at 411.98, theoretically 412. But what I'm noticing is it's not bouncing off 412. It's bouncing right here. Look at that. You see that white line that I created? It's almost everywhere. Bounce going up, bounce going up, bounce going up. So I'm like, okay, so somewhere around 450. So now we're looking for 450. I mean, we're looking for 412.50. And I'm in my head and I'm like, okay, so if it gets down to like the 412.50, 60 area, I'll hop in. I'll even take a couple of cents off or whatever. So now we're going into the market. We'll go ahead and get to when I get into the trade, right? So about 9:28, my alarm goes off on my phone. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 9:29. I have an alarm set for 9:28 to show me when a couple minutes before the market sets, just so I can get ready. Go to the 15-minute window here. And I'm going to show you how I get into this trade. So I'm saying the market's going to go up. Okay, I'm not saying the market's going to go up from where it is right now, but I'm saying the market's going to go up. But I'm waiting for it to come down to 413 or 412. Now, this is another reason why you don't get in the market before 10 a.m. It's super duper volatile. It's a great way to make a lot of money really fast. You should see the market started green, where it's 20 seconds in the market, fully green. Boom, immediate red. 24 seconds, from 20 seconds to 4 seconds later, immediate red and plummeting. So I'm seeing my idea come to fruition, but I'm looking at these wicks right here. I'm looking at those long wicks and saying that it's been bouncing. And as you can see, there is some power right there. There's some buying power right there. There's some buying power right here, but I'm waiting for it to come down to the 200 EMA. As it comes down to the 200 EMA, I'm getting antsy. I'm ready to get in. I'm a new trader at the time or whatever, so I'm getting antsy still. I don't been trading and messing around since February, but I'm seeing an opportunity to make some money. The day prior, I had made like $99, and that was like my high at the time. So like I'm riding high off of that day and how I executed. So now, boom, oh my God, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in real time. It came down to the 200 EMA, and I'm already switching over to all products so that I can start buying. But then I'm like, okay, I get on 0 day. I do 0 day. It's up to you whether or not you do 0 day, you do a week or whatever. If you need more time to execute, obviously give yourself more time. So I get on 0 day and I'm looking at the price action or whatever while it's going down. I've seen it now go down. Let me go back to the page so you can see what I was seeing. Now I've seen it go down to 412.95, right? I'm in all products and I'm looking at 413. And I'm like, 413 is a little too high. I can do $1. So I click on that. And I get my 5 contracts, and now I'm just waiting for it to go back. I'm just watching it right here on the screen. I'll put my mouse up there. 413.98. I'm watching it. If it goes back to that 412.95, I'm clicking send. So I'm gonna click it and just wait. We're just waiting. You see your price changes here, so you don't have to change anything. You don't have to close out. You just wait. Oh, boom! I see it. I see 89 cents. I jump in. No hesitation. 89 cents. All right, I hopped in right there. I got it for $1.04. I could have got it for $1. It was fine. Now, if you use Active Trader, you go over here. You can actually click right here, and buy it for the 103. So now under active trader, I would have went to this one right here and bought the 10 contracts or whatever the case was. You know, now that I know how to use active trader, I didn't know how to use active trader back then. But as you can see, it ran down more. It ran down even further from where I bought in at. And I'm like, dang. So like in your beginner panic, you're freaking out and you're like, I'm about to sell out. So now it's like 412.67. I'm down 30 cents. And that's why I say you can't trade the first couple minutes of the market unless you're ready to deal with the emotional side of it. And I was like, all right, it bounced below the 200 EMA. If it runs down past 412, I'll get out. You know, I said if it runs past 412, I'll get out. Let me check my profit loss. My profit loss is negative $67. I can eat that. I got $400 in the trade, negative $72. I was starting to get nervous as we got towards negative $100. And then, you know, you start to see it going back positive. So then that makes me click over here. I go back to the trade screen and I'm like, yo, we are 3 minutes into this trade now. This trade has jumped from hitting 412.66 to being back up to almost where I paid in at. So now I'm gonna go back over there and look at monitor again, and I'm seeing my money go to negative 37. And I'm asking myself, why is my money so negative when I'm back where I bought my contract? But I'm not super duper worried about it. We're gonna play the game. Go back to trade. And this is exactly how excited I was when I got into this trade. This is why I'm talking fast and excitable like this. I was just as excited watching this trade. So now I go into the airport. I'm in the airport garage. So now I can't see the market moving because it's moving slow. So it's lagging out because I'm in the bottom floor of the garage. I don't have signal. So I'm freaking out. It takes me about 7 minutes to park the car, but we're just gonna skip ahead 10 minutes. We'll put 7 minutes on the clock. So I'm there, 32, we'll go 39. From 9:39, the time where I got into the garage to the time where I parked the car, this stock moved all the way to 413.66. So now I'm up money. Now I'm about ready to take profit. I'm at 62.50 right here or whatever. I was literally gonna close this trade out right here. Then I saw it go to 72. So I went back in there and I looked at the trade again and I'm like, oh, it's green. So I'm like, now it's running. So now we see these candles. It's completely overtaking this. So now I'm looking up here. Now I'm looking at the high and I'm like, yo, can this go to 415? And it starts shooting. So I'm leaning back and I'm like, oh snap. Oh snap. And I'm getting excited. I'm looking at the money and I'm like, okay, we got $57 positive. It's weird that it's going down, but okay. Cool. So it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. It's coming down. Okay, I see what's going on. So it came down a little bit. So now we stayed on the trade to about 9:55. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward 10 more minutes. 10 minutes, we're at 4:15. I need to go back a little bit so I can get to the maximum profit that I saw. We'll do 448. 948. So about 948, let's see where we're at. 948, 2 minutes earlier, we're still way down here at 414. But we're at $180. This is the most I've seen. This is the most excited I've ever been in the market. We're at 180 bucks. I'm like, yo, day trader extraordinaire, Shun, Prodigy in the building. We got this thing, and I'm going. I go back over there. A couple seconds goes by, and it's still going. And I'm like, okay, now we're about to hit right here, 414.66. And literally, as I put the line there, it hits, right? So then I'm like, okay, well, maybe we can hit right here and get up to the high of the market or whatever. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna ride. We're gonna ride. We got a couple minutes till we get home. I'm gonna add another 30 seconds to it. We'll go to 49. At 49, we have now hit 415.60. This is all happening in 30 seconds, guys. I'm bugging. In 1 minute, we jumped almost another dollar. So I'm freaking out. Okay, 222, right? 222. But what happens is, when we went in the money, my money went up astronomically. So we go in the money, and I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's up. Go ahead, click this so I can open that up. I'm like, it's going up, and I'm waiting. And over here it says 415.57. And look at that jump. Did you see the jump? Did you see the jump from $200 to $400? No, I think you missed it because I missed it. Watch this jump. 949.30. We'll go back to 949 flat. 949 flats. Go. At 949, I was at $220. Okay? 30 seconds rolled off the clock and I doubled my money. I was very confused, but I was very excited. So as you can see, it jumped. The market jumped 20 cents. So my money jumped as well. When the market had that big gap up, it changed my delta, doubling my money in seconds. This is not the end of it. I let this thing run for another 10 minutes because I always get out before 10 o'clock. If I buy in before 10 o'clock, I'm out before 10, right? I let this thing run another 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and fast forward to 10 minutes.